What if thought itself could shape the digital world?
A bridge between biology and code, connecting human neurons to machines.
Electrodes capture patterns of thought, translating brain signals into data.
Paralyzed patients move again, not with muscles, but intention.
The brain learns to speak to silicon, and silicon learns to feel.
Every thought has a pattern. Every memory, a frequency.
Within our skulls lies a universe of data, waiting to be unlocked.
Typing, clicking, controlling, all without lifting a finger. As circuits mimic neurons, humans become part of the system. Plug in, and thought streams into silicon. When minds connect, a new consciousness emerges.
Memories can be stored, copied, even shared.
The last frontier of privacy is the mind. Uploading the mind. Once fiction, now blueprint. BCI links could one day connect thought across the planet. Machines obey mind, no joystick required.
Neuroimplants awaken paralyzed limbs, reconnecting broken pathways.
Imagine, and it appears. Science is decoding not just thought, but awareness itself.
Silicon inside the skull, expanding what it means to think.
BCI gives sight to the blind and sound to the deaf.
Emotion becomes image. Dream becomes color.
Future enhancements may rewrite both brain and biology. Artificial intelligence decodes brain signals faster than we understand them. Human intuition meets machine precision. Multiple brains linked, one thought in many minds. Each neuron reflects the cosmos. Infinite, complex, alive.
If minds go online, so do threats.
The human mind, once private, now exposed.
Protecting your mind may become the next cybersecurity frontier. Not replacing humanity, evolving it.
Speed, strength, learning, Clay. Redefined by circuits.
Learning a language gel in seconds.
Replaying the past with perfect clarity.
If emotion is code, what remains human?
pushing the brain beyond biology.
The line between human and machine blurs until it disappears.
Your memories could one day be uploaded, downloaded, and felt by another. A single brain hosting more than one identity file. Science or schizophrenia?
When data holds your memories, emotions, and dreams at high, is that still you?
If your mind can be copied, are you still the original?
Consciousness no longer bound to flesh, eternal, but synthetic. Love transcends death when memory becomes data.
The more we connect, the less we can hide. When minds and machines merge, a new species is born. Half biology, half code fluent, fully conscious. Every thought contributing to one global mind.
The next generation may never know isolation.
Every device, every mind, one vast neural network.
Consciousness feeds technology, and technology feeds consciousness.
When thought moves faster than emotion can, humanity risks being left behind. Too much connection, and everything crashes.
Out of silence, thought returns born, stronger.
Not domination, harmony.
When minds link, empathy becomes universal. The planet itself begins to think.
We no longer use technology of it, we become it.
Thought travels faster than light, connecting galaxies through awareness. Neural interfaces could bridge minds across space.
Wisdom transferred instantly deemed. No words needed. Understanding born not from speech, but shared experience.
We stop adapting crawling and start upgrading. Moment when human and machine become one. Thought no longer belongs to one, but to all. From neurons to nations to Tada, consciousness awakens.
Not the end of humanity.
We finally understand what it means to be alive.
The mind reaches beyond the stars, endless, unified.
Each thought, each spark, part of one vast intelligence.
Exploring the future, one thought at a time.
Knowledge continues.